It is Sunday, July 27th here at the West End Gun Club. It is 5:47 here on the rimfire range, getting ready for the July NRL22 match. And got the targets out, got the props out, got the Course of Fire placards here. I noticed that it looks like they graded at least the ground level side. So my markings for the ground level are gone because I pre-paint everything so I know where I'm going to plop the targets down. So I don't know, if they graded up top, it's going to take me a lot longer this morning to get stuff set up. So let's go ahead and get to it, and hopefully it doesn't take me too long to get all the targets set up. Thankfully, all the markings where the targets are supposed to be were all there except for one. So it only took me a short amount of time to get all the targets set up. So we're all good there. Just waiting for people to arrive, but I'll take a moment to talk about my weight loss because I mentioned in a vlog or two ago that put myself on a diet. I just, I went to my annual checkup, and I weighed in really heavy on that hospital scale. I was like, oh, wow, that's a lot. And then after a week or so, just after that appointment on a bathroom scale, I just weighed myself. So, I'm going to go on a diet. And May 1st, coincidentally, just started the month, just put myself on a diet. So I was 167, I think, on my bathroom scale. And then recently, I kind of I'm around 140, or sorry, 138. And we're on 138, 139. So depending on when I weigh in, because I usually weigh myself in after I get home from the gym, take a shower or whatever. So I'm kind of dehydrated at that point, just weigh in. And that's kind of, I set my baseline there so it's all consistent. And so I guess I lost about 28 or so pounds, 29 pounds roughly, 28 pounds. Depends, just amount of hydration and whatnot. And I think the first couple months were pretty easy. The weight just started coming off pretty quickly once you put yourself on a very low calorie diet. I'm just kind of scaled up right now. I'm about 12 to 1,500 calories a day usually now. But I kind of hit a wall. So around, once I hit 140 on my bathroom scale, it was really hard to get down past 140, like 139, 138. So it's kind of a grind right now. I'm kind of stuck at this wall. So I'm not really sure what to do, like as far as just it's a grind, right? Because I think in the mid 2000s when I dropped about 40 pounds, 45 pounds, kind of hit that same wall. And it took about 6 months to really get down to like 132-ish, low 130s. And so I think I just got to be patient with this. But, I kind of want to I'm trying to figure out ways to kind of alter kind of mix it up. Because, once your body gets used to a certain eating habit, certain workout regimen, I need to kind of revitalize it. So I definitely started eating more of my calories from protein, lowering the carbs, because it was mostly proteins and then carbs and then, fat, of course, some fats, but I really ramped up the protein, lowering the carb intake a little bit more, and then trying to do more cardio, and it's starting to help out a little bit, but it's just where I'm at right now. So we'll see where it goes, but definitely feeling it as far as just trimming down. But the main thing is I still have a soft gut, and that's kind of the last thing to go. I think I mentioned that in an update, in that I lost his weight, but the fat and the gut is just the last to go. And you can just, I always feel it there, and I want to lose that because it helps with the appendix carry, which is why I want to lose that soft gut area. And so you can't really target fat loss. You lose it where you lose it. So definitely for me, when I drop my weight, I lose it in the neck pretty quickly, and I lose it around like kind of my forearms as far as my wrists, and definitely kind of the sides and my like chest, ab right here. So I think when I was losing the weight though, my biggest concern was I didn't want to lose muscle mass, which is why I do a lot more resistance than cardio. Resistance training. I don't do hardcore weights. I think I mentioned that earlier. I'm not trying to bulk up or anything. I just want to stay toned. Don't want to lose muscle mass. Just stay toned in that area. So, but I just, as far as the fat loss, it's just mostly around all these other areas except where you want to lose it, and it's that gut. So it's just funny how that works out. So anyway, just wanted to mention, I know a lot of people probably don't care, but just wanted to bring it up as far as why it might look different in the recent episodes of these vlogs. And I remember when I did lose a lot of weight back in the mid 2000s, when I was weighing like 185, dropped down to 130, 132ish or whatever. I think one of the people at work asked my boss like if I was sick, because they noticed that like I dropped a ton of weight, and wasn't sick. I just lost that weight, and definitely because of in my face for sure. Like it really slimmed down once I hit that 40 pounds lost mark. It really like slimmed down my facial structure. So that's probably why people thought I was sick. In any case, let's just go ahead and just relax a little bit. All my paperwork is already pre-prepped. Get the tablet set up actually, and then we should be ready for when people arrive. We will go through your safety brief. This is your safety brief for today. I will lead off with this one. Watch out for rattlesnakes. I did a cursory check this morning. They did find one out here on Friday, but I checked when it was cold. Sun is coming out, so they're gonna slither out. So watch particularly the areas around the porta potties. There's those leaves there, anything near the K-rails, anything coming up from around those ditches there. So just keep your eye out, see anything, call it out, and we will dispose of said snake in some safe manner that is humane. Humane, thank you.
Get up there. Yeah, make sure within 400 yards. I feel like a lot of the 6mm and 6.5.
Well, that's right. That's what I was saying. If you're right-handed, the tripod is in the
Yeah. You still have a lot more hold over and drop. Yep.
We can go back some tough stages yesterday.
Alright, the shooter answer course fire.
I mean, although like a lot of this ammo is still like 30 cents a round, but
You're ready, stand by.
$1 a round or something.
Oh, come on. You gotta be kidding me. Forget dialing. Forget that.
Impact.
That was impact, right?
Yep.
Spread 'em, baby, spread 'em.
Impact.
Over the top to the right.
Last month there were how many more? There were like seven shooters left. We did 3 times. I heard the week before they were fully stacked. Yeah.
So this is Louis.
Yeah, this is my second time off, so I enjoy it.
Victor, Jake, and myself.
And it's still legal just, you know, not the line mark thing, because as I'm aiming, I still see myself like, and I'm like, alright, well, it's me, but, you know, this is still just fun, so, you know, they can be a better marker.
Yeah, it's a good shot.
Impact.
I built some of these inside the house.
Impact.
Or in the garage. And that's what I'm thinking.
I left the 1022.
It's cool. Yeah. It's his.
Oh, okay.
Impact.
Yeah, it's kind of nice, you don't have to worry about, you know,
I used the other gun, the teal one right here.
oh, okay.
And I feel like with the bolt action,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of happy, you know.
Like, alright,
Yeah.
even this last stage, I was shooting, I would come off.
Oh, sure.
Shooting.
Impact.
Finished. Catch it for 5.
Impact.
Marvin, Mark, Victor, Chase, and Louie.
Impact. 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 Impact.
Yeah, I think so.
Alright, shooter in front of first fire.
Yes.
Ready?
Impact.
Stand by.
Impact. 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 Game.
All right. Nice and clean.
Good shooting.
Split up.
Shooting, Adrian.
Shooter is clear. All right, shooter, stand by.
Impact. 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 Impact.
23-3-1.
Impact. 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 Game.
Ooh, nice, clean.
Okay.
That's why you need the different headspace. Yeah, you need to get that headspace.
I know you do, dude.
Little bit of wind to the right.
Only takes a while.
You got me.
949.
A year to year and a half in, and I've been waiting for just a week.
Impact.
But you can do the limited, but that doesn't let you play.
It's right at 11:48. I've got a lot of cleanup to do because I'm going to put all the targets for the August course of fire in the stands, and I got to put away all the props. But we finished our match about 11:20. Was not on the ball today on the camera, so I'm missing some footage for myself for one of the stages. I think one of the stages, two of the stages, I messed them up, and so I wasn't getting recordings. But I do have footage for other people. In either case, I forgot to record the announcement of top score. So I scored second overall, and I pretty much dropped a bunch of rounds today. I think I cleaned 2 stages, but I dropped 3 on one stage, 2 on another, and 2 on another, I think. And so I lost to first place by the bonus point. So it was a tiebreaker. So it was both 47 rounds or 47 hits, but I lost to the time as far as the time stage. So I shot slower on that one, and I also missed 2 shots on the KYL stage. So it happens, and what are you going to do, right? Today I wasn't shooting very well either. I think the first stage kind of messed me up because I wasn't really warmed up, and I missed 3 rounds, and I was like, man, why am I missing these shots? So I got in my head the rest of the time, but I did clean 2 stages, so I mean, that's good there. In any case, not much else to say here other than I didn't shoot as well as I usually would expect to shoot. But comparatively speaking, I, still second overall and only lost by 2 points or bonus time. Next match for Sunday in August. I don't remember the date on that, but that's our next match. And I was telling people that I am trying to plan to shoot a longer distance course of fire, like a kind of an expanded course of fire for one of our matches, because once they open up the upper range and there is some availability for the upper range on the 4th Saturday to use that, I may end up holding one of our matches on the 4th Saturday, and we'll shoot the NRL22 course of fire and then some bonus stages going out to like 300 or so. Still got to work that out. We don't know when that upper range is going to be open. They said September-ish is when they're going to open up that upper range again. And then, assuming that takes place, I have to go figure out logistics and how we're going to move people between the two, because we can't hold the whole course of fire up there. It's too narrow. Unless I look at it and they actually expanded the pad, which I don't think they did. But I'll take a look at it. Assuming it's what I think it is, we're going to have people shoot down here for some stages and go up there to shoot the other stages. So you got to drive all the way around. And so logistically, you got to make sure we organize everything, because, people moving around back and forth, vehicles and stuff. And we got to figure out how to minimize the amount of movement of vehicles, because it's, if we have like 3 or 4 squads with 10 per squad, I mean, that's a lot of cars. So we got to keep things organized and sane. So I got to figure all that out. But I'd like to do that. So hopefully we can get that working out, because we got plenty of targets we can shoot at 300, out to 300. I got tons of, rimfire capable targets, 3/16 and 1/4 inch targets, all the way up to like 12 by 12s. I got IPSEC targets, like 1/3 IPSECs or 33%ers and 50% IPSECs. I got tons of 1/4 inch and 3/16 inch targets that we can use for longer distance rimfire stages. That'll be interesting to shoot. Anyway, I'm going to come out to the range later this upcoming week, this Sunday, to do the August run through. I'm also still trying to put together the final pieces of my current centerfire project build. If you follow my Instagram, you know that I got a barrel from Straight Jacket Armory. That was a proof barrel, and I had to get it custom chambered. It's technically a Sammy spec chamber. Well, it's a Sammy cartridge with a slight change to it, but I don't want to reveal too much because I'm going to save that to and actually reveal it on a vlog. But I still need to get rings, and I'm waiting for a break to come in. I'm going to get the rings from Wayne Precision Work. He runs his store or his shop, one of our competitors, so I'll get it from him. I gotta also get a mount for my boss because my boss is trying to get into rifle shooting, like center fire, and I helped him decide on a rifle, a factory rifle, and he needs rings, and I told him hold off. I recommended a specific set of rings, and he's gonna go ahead and get those, but I said hold off, don't order them yourself. I'm gonna get them for you and try to get you a deal on them. So we'll do that for him, and then I'm gonna get my rings from Wayne Precision Work, and then yeah, hopefully I'll get my rifle up and running, and assuming it's up and running in the next couple weeks, maybe I can come out second or third week of August maybe or something, and at least zero that rifle in and test it with some factory ammo to get an idea of how the barrel shoots, and then get my hand loads worked up for it. So, anyway, enough talk. I'm going to close out the vlog. That's it for today, Sunday, July 27th, here at the West End Gun Club. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next vlog.